Good evening. I'm meteorologist Angela Buchman. Thanks for joining us for a quick live weather update here on WTHR Plus. Again, another night with heavy rain and storms moving across central Indiana. A lot going on, which you're going to see out to our west, highlighted here in gray. That's a dense fog advisory already issued. We had fog this morning. It's a possibility the next couple of mornings as well. Down to our south and west, a severe thunderstorm watch. But as we've been talking about the last couple of days, flooding is the real threat locally, and why we are giving you a live update here on WTHR Plus, because now we have a couple of areas under flash flood warning. So we're highlighting this area basically in between Greensburg and North Vernon. It's highlighted here in red. National Weather Service estimating several inches of rain on an already saturated ground, so flash flooding, a flash flood warning now in effect. Northern Jennings County, northeastern Jackson into southern Decatur, and they've added another flash flood warning a little farther north and east that will take it into the Brookville area. So basically southeast of Indianapolis, southeast of Greensburg, and north of North Vernon, highlighted here in these kind of red boxes. Those are now flash flood warnings. They were flood advisories, but they've been upgraded again due to the amount of rain that we've picked up in a relatively short amount of time. A lot of rain, a lot of lightning too. We've got a storm pushing east of North Vernon. That will head into Ripley County and head toward Versailles. We have additional rain and storms, and it's heavy coming out of Decatur County, impacting a good portion of Franklin County. So near the Brookville area, this is where we have a couple of those flash flood warnings. So just be aware. It's dark now, obviously, and high water is very difficult to see. So when you come upon it, if you're going to be out and about tonight, just realize any water, even a little bit, can carry your vehicle. So if you come across high water, best to turn around and find another way to go. Flash flood warnings are going to remain in effect for the next several hours. We do still have some rain across the northeastern sections of our area as well, from Rushville to Connorsville to Richmond, south to Liberty, Newcastle. Nothing severe here, but lowland flooding, street flooding, those are going to be issues. And then we're going to wait and see what additional rain and storm activity develops during the overnight hours. Last local stop is Hartford City, Portland, Winchester, up into Wabash and Marion, Alexandria. We do have some rain, again, not severe and not much lightning associated with that. Real concern, as we've talked about, flooding. Now we've got a couple of areas of flash flood warnings southeast of Indianapolis, and between now and early Friday morning, the potential of another inch or two of rain. So in addition to those flash flood warnings that have replaced these flood advisories, we have the flood watch in effect through noon on Thursday. Also keep in mind the rivers that are south of Indianapolis are running high, and most of them, if not all, are under flood warning. So if you live near one of our waterways, especially the rivers, the creeks, the streams, just be aware they are running high and getting higher. We've had more rain, now 3.75 inches of rain in the first 4 days of the month of March. That's more than our average high for the entire month. Average is actually 3.69, and we're above that for an entire month in just 4 days. And the majority of that has fallen over the last 24 hours or so. So far today, we're at 0.95. We ended up with over 2 inches of rain, nearing 3 yesterday. We do have still the threat of severe weather across the southern half of the state. This is a severe thunderstorm watch that extends from Evansville back through southern Missouri into the northwestern sections of Arkansas. The watch is in effect until 10 o'clock tonight. We will wait and see what additional storms develop, but we do anticipate another complex out to our west to then have an impact as we go into the overnight hours and early tomorrow morning. So this is kind of what we're dealing with, what's left on Future Track 13 moving out. Here comes the next wave anticipated after midnight. This will lead to more lowland and street flooding during the overnight hours and into early on Thursday, having an impact on that Thursday morning drive. If this verifies, then we finally get a break from the widespread heavy rain. What will be left behind, a few pop-ups as we get into Thursday, a pop-up possible on Friday. But the big story Friday will actually be the warmth. We're expecting a record-breaking warmth. Still need the umbrella tonight into the early half of Thursday before we start to dry things out a little bit. Expecting high temperatures in the 60s on Thursday, in the upper 70s on Friday. That 77, if that verifies, would break the record of 75 degrees. Then we'll start the weekend with more rain, end it with some sunshine and 62 on Sunday. Just in case you're just joining us, I know we gave you the alert a few minutes ago, but I'll kind of backtrack and sum up why we're with you here on WTHR Plus with a live weather update. It's because of all of the heavy rain south and east. Over the last couple of hours, we've picked up a couple of inches of rain on top of the saturated ground. So the National Weather Service has upgraded the flood advisories now to flash flood warnings. So Jennings County back through northeastern Jackson, southern Bartholomew, southern Decatur, and then an additional one that will include the area near Brookville. So southern sections of Franklin County, northern parts of Ripley County. We do have a big cluster of storms pushing just east of North Vernon. Sometimes when these curve out a little bit, we get a little concerned with some gusty winds. That can't be completely ruled out as we still are under that low threat of severe weather. This storm in particular will impact Versailles in the next 10 to 15 minutes. Heavy rain, lots of lightning as we move north into Brookville. We'll go north from there. Not as much lightning in this location, but still heavy rain. Connorsville, Liberty, Economy, Richmond, Newcastle, and still some rain falling, not severe here from Portland back through Hartford City. So that sums up live Doppler 13 radar locally. We're concerned, obviously, with the flash flood warnings for the next couple of hours, but also concerned for our rivers, creeks, and streams that are high and will get higher with the potential of another inch or two of rain between now and early on Friday morning. Between now and noon, flood potential continues with the flood watch. The advisories, most of these have now been upgraded to flash flood warnings. We've picked up just under 4 inches of rain in the first 4 days of the month of March, and a lot of that has fallen over the last 24 to 36 hours or so. So not surprising that we are dealing with lowland flooding, river flooding, and now some flash flood warnings south and east of Indianapolis. This is the outline of that storm threat. So still the potential any additional storms that do develop could go severe, producing some hail and some damaging wind. Highlighted here in yellow, that's a severe thunderstorm watch. They've already issued a dense fog advisory for parts of central and eastern Illinois. We may see that again. We had it this morning, and gosh, it was foggy a good part of the day until the steadier rain arrived. The severe thunderstorm watch does include southwestern Indiana until 10 o'clock local time. Future Track 13 still indicating the potential of another wave of rain and storms building out west that would impact central Indiana overnight and early tomorrow morning. That was 4 a.m. This is 8 a.m. So again, soggy, perhaps foggy morning drive for us. And then we get a bit of a break as we get into the afternoon hours on Thursday. Pop-up shower or storm later in the day Thursday after the widespread rain leaves. So umbrella weather through about noon, and then really t-shirt weather. Temperatures tomorrow into the 60s, and we're going to go even warmer on Friday. The 77 in the forecast would break the record high of 75. Rain to start the weekend, but if you need some dry time or you just want to enjoy the somewhat spring-like temperatures, which we will have this weekend, you'll have that later Saturday through Sunday, kind of the pick of the weekend for outdoor activities, sunshine and 62. We will also be springing forward, so we're going to lose that hour of sleep. When we go to bed Saturday night, you're going to turn those clocks ahead 1 hour, and for most of us, that happens automatically. But just know daylight saving time does begin this weekend. It's a great time of year to check the batteries in the smoke detectors and your carbon monoxide detectors. Told my husband we had to put that on our list for this weekend as well. So this was a live update here on WTHR Plus. I'm meteorologist Angela Buchman. We've got some flooding concerns across the southeastern part of the state. And I tell you what, we're going to do another live update here at 10 o'clock just to get you caught up on the status of those flash flood warnings. And we should have a better idea come 10 o'clock on what storm development out west, what's going to get going over the next couple of hours that may impact us overnight and the early part of tomorrow. So look for another live update, if not before. If any additional warnings come out, we'll hop on here. Otherwise, we'll see you with another live update here on WTHR Plus at 10 o'clock.